Angel Reese is garbage.
Stop telling me. Stop the gaslighting. Angel Reese is not a good basketball player. I don't want to hear it anymore.
Obviously, in the WNBA, there's only one star, Caitlin Clark.
All those layup awkward as hell. No one shoots like that. Absolutely terrible.
Just 2 minutes ago, the entire WNBA world got hit with a controversy nobody saw coming. According to explosive reactions now spreading all over social media, ESPN has allegedly pulled back heavily on the superstar narrative surrounding Angel Reese after another brutal performance filled with missed layups, awkward finishes, and growing criticism from fans and analysts online. And honestly, the internet is absolutely destroying her right now. Because what people witnessed on the court allegedly wasn't just a bad game. It was a full-blown reality check. Wide open looks missed. Point-blank layups blown. Forced shots. Frustrated teammates. And social media instantly exploded with clips comparing Angel Reese's struggles to what Caitlin Clark is doing for the league right now. That comparison turned everything toxic fast. But then things got even worse. Because moments after the performance started going viral online, fans noticed ESPN's latest rankings and commentary allegedly sent a loud message about Angel Reese's standing in the league, and critics immediately started saying the superstar narrative was officially collapsing in real time. Now supporters are furious. Critics are celebrating. And according to fake insider chatter exploding online tonight, Angel Reese allegedly became emotional behind the scenes after the backlash reached another level publicly. Some fans are even claiming she left the court in tears after non-stop criticism flooded social media. But the scariest part? This controversy is no longer just about one bad performance. People are now questioning everything. Was Angel Reese overhyped from the beginning? Did the media push her too fast? And why does every comparison to Caitlin Clark suddenly make the gap look even bigger? Because right now, the internet believes the entire WNBA superstar conversation may have just changed forever. To understand why this latest Angel Reese controversy exploded so violently online, you first have to understand one thing. Angel Reese was never just a basketball player to the internet. She became a symbol. Confidence. Swagger. Trash talk. Celebrity energy. Controversy. Attention. Everything around Angel Reese always felt bigger than basketball itself. And honestly, that's exactly why every bad performance turns into a full-scale internet war. Because people aren't only reacting to missed shots. They are reacting to the narrative built around her for years. Ever since college, Angel Reese became one of the most polarizing athletes in women's basketball. Supporters loved her confidence and emotional intensity on the court. Critics accused the media of pushing her as a superstar before her game fully reached that level consistently. That divide never disappeared. It only got bigger after she entered the WNBA. Because the second the 2024 rookie class arrived, everything changed for the league. Ratings exploded. Social media engagement skyrocketed. National attention increased. Suddenly people who never watched women's basketball before were debating players online every single day. And at the center of that attention were two names: Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese. That rivalry became internet fuel instantly. Not just because of basketball, but because fans emotionally picked sides. And once sports fans emotionally choose sides online, everything becomes personal. Every missed shot, every foul, every ranking, every post-game interview, everything turns into evidence supporting one narrative or another. That's exactly what happened here. Because while Caitlin Clark started becoming associated with elite shooting, packed arenas, record-breaking attention, and offensive brilliance, Angel Reese became tied to a completely different conversation online. Hype versus production. That comparison followed her everywhere. And according to critics online, the frustration started growing because many people believed Angel Reese kept receiving superstar treatment despite obvious weaknesses in her offensive game. The biggest criticism? Layups. Finishing around the rim. That became the internet's obsession. because critics repeatedly reposted clips showing missed point-blank opportunities, awkward shot mechanics, rushed putbacks, and poor efficiency near the basket. And once those clips started going viral repeatedly, they became memes. That's dangerous for any athlete publicly. Because once fans stop debating and start joking, the narrative becomes much harder to recover from emotionally. Then came the ESPN rankings controversy. This changed everything online. According to reactions tied to the latest rankings, Angel Reese allegedly landed much lower than many supporters expected, around the low 20s instead of top 10 territory. The second fan saw that. Social media exploded instantly. Critics treated the ranking like official confirmation that the hype surrounding Angel Reese had finally gone too far. Comments flooded everywhere saying, "Even ESPN sees it now. The narrative collapsing. Hype can't hide bad offense anymore." That backlash spread fast. Especially because many fans already believed sports media pushed Angel Reese aggressively as one of the faces of the league. Now suddenly those same media rankings appeared to send a completely different message publicly. That contradiction fueled another level of controversy. Then came the on-court performance that allegedly pushed everything over the edge. According to viral clips and commentary online, Angel Reese struggled badly finishing around the basket during a recent performance. And critics online absolutely destroyed her for it. People reposted every missed layup repeatedly. Every awkward finish got slowed down and analyzed. Reaction channels started calling it embarrassing. Some even argued her offensive game showed little development entering another professional season. That criticism became relentless. Then came the emotional comparison that made everything worse. Caitlin Clark. Because while Angel Reese's missed layups flooded timelines, fans simultaneously reposted clips of Caitlin Clark hitting deep shots, creating offense, and driving huge television ratings. That contrast became devastating publicly. Critics online started framing the conversation as one player getting pushed as a superstar versus one player actually proving it. That narrative exploded everywhere. Especially because Caitlin Clark's popularity already transformed the WNBA conversation nationally. Packed arenas, record ratings, massive merchandise sales, constant media attention. And according to many fans online, those comparisons made Angel Reese's offensive struggles look even more glaring publicly. Then came the emotional backlash. Because Angel Reese supporters felt the criticism crossed the line from basketball analysis into personal humiliation. They argued the internet wanted Angel Reese to fail publicly from the beginning. They accused critics of nitpicking every mistake while ignoring her rebounding, hustle, physicality, and defensive impact. That defense gained strong support online. But critics pushed back hard. Because according to viral commentary tied to the controversy, people believed the issue wasn't effort. It was development. Fans kept asking, why do the same offensive mistakes keep happening? Why are the layups still this inconsistent? Where's the improvement? And once audiences emotionally interpret criticism as disappointment instead of hate, the backlash becomes much more powerful publicly. Then came another dangerous narrative. The media-created superstar conversation. According to critics online, Angel Reese allegedly received a level of promotion that didn't fully match her offensive production consistently yet. That accusation spread everywhere. And once fans start believing the media artificially pushed a player too aggressively, every bad performance becomes proof the narrative was fake. That's exactly what happened here. Then came the most emotionally devastating part of all. The tears rumors. According to fake insider chatter now spreading online tonight, some individuals allegedly claimed Angel Reese became emotional behind the scenes after the criticism exploded publicly following the latest game and rankings debate. Now none of those rumors were officially confirmed. But emotionally? The internet already accepted the image. A superstar narrative collapsing publicly under pressure. And once audiences emotionally connect an athlete to public humiliation, the controversy becomes much bigger than sports. It becomes personal. especially because people started asking a terrifying question. What happens if the criticism keeps getting louder every single game? The moment the latest clips of Angel Reese missing point-blank layups started spreading online, the internet instantly went into attack mode. And honestly, this wasn't normal sports criticism anymore. This became public humiliation in real time. Every missed shot got reposted. Every awkward finish became a meme. Every bad possession got slowed down, zoomed in, and analyzed by reaction channels desperate to prove one thing: that the Angel Reese superstar narrative was allegedly collapsing publicly. And once social media locked onto that narrative, things spiraled fast. Because according to viral reactions tied to the performance, fans weren't just criticizing the stats anymore, they were criticizing the eye test. People kept repeating the same thing. These aren't difficult shots. These are basic layups. How does this keep happening? That frustration exploded everywhere online, especially after clips allegedly showed Angel Reese missing multiple close-range opportunities near the basket. Critics treated the footage like undeniable proof. And once the clips started going viral repeatedly, the backlash became relentless. Then came the first major twist. ESPN's rankings controversy exploded at the exact same time. According to reactions tied to the rankings, Angel Reese allegedly landed outside the top superstar tier many fans expected, somewhere around the low 20s instead of elite top 10 territory. That ranking changed everything emotionally online, because critics immediately framed it as, even ESPN can't fake the hype anymore. That line spread everywhere. Reaction channels started calling it the reality check. And once audiences emotionally connected the poor performance to the lower rankings, the controversy became massive. Because now people weren't debating one bad game anymore. They were debating Angel Reese's entire status in the league. Then came another brutal emotional shift. Fans allegedly started comparing the rankings directly to Caitlin Clark's impact on the WNBA. That comparison made everything much uglier publicly. Because while Angel Reese's missed layups dominated social media, Caitlin Clark clips showing deep shooting, packed arenas, and offensive brilliance were trending simultaneously. The contrast became devastating. Critics online started posting, one player changing the league, the other getting exposed. That narrative exploded like wildfire. Especially because WNBA discourse already felt emotionally divided between Caitlin Clark supporters and Angel Reese supporters. So once the rankings controversy happened, the fan wars became nuclear. Then came another dangerous twist. People allegedly started accusing the media of manufacturing Angel Reese's superstar image artificially. That conversation spread fast online. Critics argued, too many commercials. Too much promotion. Too much attention. Without enough offensive development consistently backing it up. And according to viral commentary tied to the backlash, the repeated missed layups became symbolic of a bigger frustration people allegedly felt toward media narratives themselves. That emotional framing changed everything. Because now people weren't only criticizing Angel Reese anymore. They were criticizing the entire sports media machine around her. Then came the emotional breaking point. The memes. And honestly, that's where things got cruel publicly. Social media users reposted clips frame by frame mocking Angel Reese's finishing mechanics near the rim. People joked about missed layups. People replayed possessions repeatedly. Some viral comments mocked her coordination entirely. And once humiliation becomes entertainment online, the emotional pressure becomes overwhelming for athletes publicly. That's exactly what supporters started worrying about. Then came another shocking twist. Some fans allegedly began claiming Angel Reese looked visibly frustrated during the game itself. Missed opportunities. Forced putbacks. Body language moments. According to critics online, sequences where she allegedly grabbed rebounds and immediately forced rushed shots into heavy traffic became a major talking point. People argued it showed panic instead of composure. That criticism spread quickly. especially because supporters had spent years defending Angel Reese as one of the fiercest competitors in basketball. Now suddenly critics claimed the pressure was exposing weaknesses publicly. Then came the teammate conversations. And honestly, this made things even messier. According to viral sports commentary tied to the controversy, discussions started emerging about chemistry, offensive flow, and whether Angel Reese's decision-making was hurting possessions offensively. Now much of that discussion became exaggerated online very quickly. But emotionally, the damage was already happening. Because fans started emotionally reframing every missed shot as evidence of deeper basketball problems. Then came another brutal twist. Attendance and ticket price conversations exploded online too. Critics allegedly began comparing crowd energy and attendance around Angel Reese games versus Caitlin Clark games. That comparison became devastating publicly. Because once sports conversations shift from "Is she talented?" to "Can she drive the league?" the stakes become much bigger. And according to viral commentary tied to the controversy, many critics argued the gap between Caitlin Clark's influence and Angel Reese's influence looked impossible to ignore publicly anymore. That narrative exploded online. Then came the first truly emotional twist. According to fake insider chatter now spreading across social media, some individuals allegedly claimed Angel Reese became emotional behind the scenes after the backlash reached another level publicly. Now again, none of those rumors were officially confirmed. But emotionally, the image spread instantly. A player drowning under non-stop criticism. That changed the mood online dramatically. Because suddenly supporters started pushing back hard against what they viewed as bullying instead of basketball analysis. Comments flooded social media saying, "She human. This gone too far. People want her to fail." Those reactions gained huge traction. Then came another major conflict. Critics argued, no one hates Angel Reese. They hate the forced superstar narrative. That distinction became the emotional center of the debate. Because supporters believed the criticism targeted Angel personally. Critics claimed they were only criticizing performance and media hype. And once audiences emotionally split around that argument, the controversy became impossible to calm down. Then came the biggest twist yet. Some fans allegedly started admitting the criticism might actually be affecting Angel Reese's confidence publicly. That possibility terrified supporters. Because basketball fans know confidence affects everything. Finishing, decision-making, aggression, body language, shot mechanics. And once audiences start believing an athlete's confidence is collapsing publicly, every future mistake gets magnified emotionally. That's exactly what started happening. Then came the final emotional blow of this stage of the controversy. The phrase, missed expectations. According to viral commentary tied to the backlash, critics argued the controversy wasn't only about missed shots anymore, it was about the gap between how Angel Reese was promoted publicly and what audiences believed they were seeing on the court. That framing became incredibly powerful online. Because disappointment hits audiences emotionally harder than failure. And according to whispers now spreading online tonight, some individuals allegedly believe the pressure surrounding Angel Reese is only getting worse with every nationally televised game. After the latest backlash surrounding Angel Reese exploded online, things somehow became even more brutal. Because once the missed layup clips went viral, the internet stopped treating the situation like one bad game. Now people started calling it a pattern. And honestly, that's where the controversy became dangerous. Because isolated bad performances happen to every athlete. But repeated criticism tied to the same weakness? That changes public perception emotionally. Especially when the weakness being mocked is something as basic as finishing near the rim. Then came the major escalation. Social media users allegedly started reposting older Angel Reese highlights side by side with current struggles, trying to prove her offensive game supposedly hadn't evolved much entering another professional season. That comparison exploded online fast. People kept repeating, Year 3 and still missing the same shots. No offensive growth. The media pushed hype instead of skill. Those reactions gained massive traction. Then came another shocking twist. The ESPN rankings became emotional confirmation for critics. Because according to reactions tied to the rankings, many fans interpreted Angel Reese landing outside elite superstar territory as proof that even major sports media allegedly couldn't justify the hype anymore. That narrative spread like wildfire. Reaction channels started calling the rankings the beginning of the fall. And once audiences emotionally connected the rankings to the missed layups, the controversy became much bigger than basketball stats. Now it felt symbolic. The superstar narrative itself allegedly collapsing publicly. Then came another devastating escalation. The Caitlin Clark comparisons. And honestly, this is what made everything completely toxic online. Because while Angel Reese criticism flooded timelines, Caitlin Clark highlights were exploding simultaneously. Deep threes, packed arenas, huge ratings, offensive brilliance. And social media immediately turned it into one player proving it versus one player getting exposed. That framing became emotionally brutal for Angel Reese supporters. Especially because critics online allegedly started arguing Caitlin Clark wasn't just outperforming Angel Reese statistically. She was allegedly transforming the entire league culturally. That comparison spread everywhere. Then came another dangerous twist. Some fans allegedly started questioning whether Angel Reese was being promoted more for personality and controversy than basketball skill itself. That conversation exploded online fast. Critics argued. Big media push. Constant coverage. Celebrity branding. Social media attention. But inconsistent offensive production. And once audiences emotionally accept the idea of manufactured stardom, every bad performance becomes emotional proof. That's exactly what happened here. Then came the most humiliating part of the backlash. The replay culture. Every missed layup got reposted repeatedly. Slow motion edits. Zoom ins. Commentary breakdowns. Reaction memes. And according to viral sports creators online, the clips allegedly became unavoidable across basketball social media. That level of repetition creates emotional damage publicly. Because athletes don't just experience criticism once anymore. They relive it thousands of times through reposts. Then came another emotional twist. According to fake insider chatter spreading online tonight, some individuals allegedly claimed Angel Reese became increasingly frustrated behind the scenes with how the media compares her to Caitlin Clark constantly. Now again, none of those rumors were officially confirmed. But emotionally, fans already believed it. Because the comparison had become impossible to escape publicly. And honestly, that pressure would crush almost anybody. Then came another shocking reveal. Some sports commentators allegedly started questioning whether Angel Reese's double-double reputation was masking deeper offensive problems. That conversation exploded instantly. Because for years, rebounding numbers helped support Angel Reese's superstar image publicly. But critics online now argued. Rebounds don't erase poor finishing. Stats don't erase efficiency. Volume doesn't equal dominance. That shift changed public conversation completely. Now audiences weren't only discussing numbers anymore. They were discussing value. Then came another emotional escalation involving fans themselves. Supporters allegedly started feeling exhausted defending Angel Reese online every single week. That reaction hit hard publicly. Because supporters claimed no other young WNBA player received this level of non-stop scrutiny for every mistake. They accused sports media and online creators of turning Angel Reese into a target because controversy generates clicks and engagement. That argument gained serious traction online. Especially once some criticism started feeling personal instead of basketball related. Then came the attendance debates. And honestly, this made the controversy even uglier. According to viral commentary tied to the backlash, some critics allegedly began comparing arena energy, ticket prices, and audience demand between Angel Reese-related games and Caitlin Clark-related games. That comparison became emotionally devastating publicly. Because now critics weren't only attacking Angel Reese's game anymore. They were questioning her star power. And once audiences start debating whether a player truly moves the league, the emotional stakes become enormous. Then came another terrifying twist. Some fans allegedly started worrying Angel Reese's confidence could visibly be collapsing under public pressure. Missed layups became more rushed. Body language looked frustrated. Critics got louder. Memes spread faster. And according to supporters online, it started feeling like the internet was waiting for her to fail every nationally televised game. That emotional atmosphere became extremely toxic. Then came the biggest escalation yet. The phrase, reality check. That phrase suddenly appeared everywhere online. Reaction channels used it. Sports pages used it. Comment sections spammed it constantly. And emotionally? That phrase symbolized the entire backlash. Because critics believed the media-created version of Angel Reese allegedly wasn't matching the on-court reality audiences were now seeing themselves. That narrative became incredibly powerful publicly. Especially because disappointment emotionally hits harder than simple failure. Then came another shocking rumor. According to fake insider chatter spreading online tonight, some individuals allegedly believe ESPN and major sports networks may quietly start shifting more focus toward Caitlin Clark as the undisputed centerpiece of the WNBA moving forward after the latest backlash surrounding Angel Reese. That theory terrified supporters. Because if audiences emotionally decide one player is the future, everyone else risks getting framed as secondary publicly. And honestly, that may be exactly what Angel Reese fans fear most right now. Not one bad game. Not one missed layup. But the possibility that the public narrative around her is changing permanently in real time. The second the latest Angel Reese clips went viral online, social media completely exploded. And honestly, the reactions became absolutely ruthless. Twitter turned into a battlefield instantly. One side defended Angel Reese aggressively. The other side treated the missed layups and ESPN rankings like undeniable proof the superstar narrative was collapsing publicly. There was no middle ground. Critics flooded timelines posting slowed-down clips of missed finishes near the basket alongside captions like, "This is who they called elite. Year 3 and still no touch. The hype officially dead." Those posts gained millions of views fast. Especially because the clips themselves were visual. And visual embarrassment spreads faster online than almost anything. Then came the Caitlin Clark comparisons. And honestly, that's where the internet became completely toxic. Caitlin Clark supporters immediately reposted highlights of deep threes, flashy assists, and sold-out arenas while comparing them directly to Angel Reese's struggles. That contrast became emotionally devastating publicly. People started posting. One player changing the league. One player getting exposed. And once that narrative took over social media, the backlash exploded into another level entirely. Then came reactions from sports creators and YouTube commentators. Reaction videos started flooding the internet within hours. Some creators defended Angel Reese and argued the criticism had crossed into bullying territory. Others claimed the backlash was inevitable because the media allegedly pushed her too aggressively as a superstar before her offensive game fully developed. That split became the emotional center of the debate online. Then came the ESPN reactions. According to viral commentary tied to the rankings, critics treated Angel Reese allegedly landing outside elite superstar territory as a public humiliation moment. Comments flooded everywhere saying, even ESPN backed off. They finally admitted it. The narrative cracking. That emotional framing spread incredibly fast. Because audiences love when they feel like they are watching an official fall from grace moment publicly. Then came another huge public reaction. The eye test debate. Supporters pointed toward rebounding numbers, hustle, physicality, and defensive energy. Critics responded, "Forget stats. Just watch the game." That argument became massive online. Because basketball fans emotionally trust what they see more than what numbers tell them. And according to viral reactions tied to the controversy, the repeated missed layups became symbolic of a larger frustration critics allegedly had toward Angel Reese's offensive development. Then came another emotional shift. Some fans allegedly started feeling bad for Angel Reese publicly. That reaction surprised people. Because at first, the internet mostly mocked the performance. But once the memes became non-stop, some audiences started viewing the criticism as excessive. Comments appeared saying, "She's still young. You're trying to destroy her confidence. Nobody could handle this much hate daily." That sympathy wave gained momentum fast. Especially after rumors spread online claiming Angel Reese allegedly became emotional behind the scenes following the backlash. Now again, none of those rumors were officially confirmed. But emotionally? The internet already believed them. Because audiences started seeing an athlete drowning under impossible public pressure. Then came reactions from WNBA fans themselves. And honestly, those conversations became brutal. Some fans argued Angel Reese still brings energy, rebounding, personality, and entertainment value to the league regardless of scoring struggles. Others argued the league allegedly pushed her as a face before she earned that status through elite production consistently. That disagreement turned comment sections into non-stop war zones. Then came another controversial reaction. The media-created star conversation. Critics online allegedly argued Angel Reese benefited from controversy, social media attention, and branding more than basketball dominance itself. That accusation spread everywhere. And once audiences emotionally accept that narrative, every future mistake becomes evidence. That's exactly what happened here. Then came the attendance and ratings arguments. Critics allegedly started comparing crowd sizes, ticket demand, and television attention between Angel Reese games and Caitlin Clark games. That comparison became devastating publicly. Because now people weren't only debating skill anymore. They were debating impact. Who actually drives the league? Who fills arenas? Who moves ratings? Who changes the sport culturally? Those questions dominated social media all night. Then came another emotional reaction. Fatigue. Some Angel Reese supporters allegedly admitted they felt exhausted constantly defending her against non-stop criticism online. That reaction hit hard publicly. Because supporters claimed every missed shot instantly becomes national humiliation while other players receive far less scrutiny. That argument gained traction quickly. Especially once some criticism allegedly became more personal than basketball related. Then came perhaps the most damaging reaction of all. Disappointment. According to viral commentary tied to the controversy, many fans allegedly weren't reacting with pure hate anymore. They were reacting like people whose expectations had collapsed publicly. That emotional distinction matters. Because disappointment feels heavier emotionally than criticism. Then came another terrifying public reaction. People started asking, what happens if this keeps happening nationally on TV? That question spread fast. Because once audiences believe an athlete's confidence is declining publicly, every future performance becomes emotionally loaded. And according to fake insider chatter spreading online tonight, some individuals allegedly believe the pressure surrounding Angel Reese has now reached a level where every single game moving forward could either rebuild her image or completely destroy the superstar narrative forever. Just when people thought the backlash surrounding Angel Reese couldn't possibly get worse, another terrifying narrative started spreading online. And honestly, this one scared even some of Angel Reese's biggest supporters. Because according to fake insider chatter exploding across social media tonight, some individuals allegedly believe the real danger isn't one bad game. It's the possibility that public confidence in Angel Reese is collapsing in real time. That theory spread fast. Because once fans emotionally stop believing in a superstar narrative, Every missed shot suddenly feels bigger. Every ranking feels harsher. Every comparison feels more humiliating. And right now, the comparisons to Caitlin Clark are becoming impossible to escape publicly. That's what makes this situation feel so dangerous emotionally. Because critics online aren't only saying Caitlin Clark is better. They're saying she's transforming the entire league while Angel Reese allegedly struggles with the basics offensively. That contrast became the emotional centerpiece of the controversy. Then came another shocking twist. Some fans allegedly started revisiting old media coverage around Angel Reese differently. Commercials, magazine covers, interviews, promotional campaigns. And according to critics online, people now questioned whether the media created expectations so massive that no real player could realistically satisfy them publicly. That conversation exploded fast. Because once audiences emotionally frame an athlete as overhyped, they stop viewing mistakes normally. Now every mistake becomes evidence. That's exactly what started happening here. Then came another emotional escalation involving confidence. According to fake insider chatter spreading online tonight, some individuals allegedly believe the non-stop mockery surrounding Angel Reese's finishing struggles may already be affecting her mentally on the court. Now again, none of those rumors were officially confirmed. But emotionally? Fans already believed it. Because viewers started pointing toward rushed finishes, frustrated body language, forced shots, visible reactions after misses. And once audiences start believing confidence is collapsing publicly, the pressure multiplies fast. Then came another brutal twist. The missed layups themselves allegedly became symbolic online. Not just basketball mistakes anymore, but symbols of the gap between hype and expectations. That emotional framing became devastating publicly. Because now every missed shot supposedly proved something bigger. The rankings were right. The criticism was justified. The superstar narrative was forced. Caitlin Clark was the real face of the league. That's the narrative critics pushed aggressively online. Then came another terrifying development. Some sports commentators allegedly started discussing whether major networks and sponsors may quietly begin shifting more attention toward Caitlin Clark long-term while reducing the aggressive, dual superstar marketing around Angel Reese. That theory exploded online instantly. Because supporters viewed it as disrespectful and premature. But critics argued business follows performance and audience demand. And once those conversations started, the controversy became much bigger than basketball stats. Now people debated marketability, ratings, influence, league direction, and who the WNBA truly wants as its centerpiece moving forward. Then came perhaps the saddest realization of all. Some Angel Reese supporters allegedly admitted publicly they were worried the internet simply enjoys watching her fail now. That reaction hit hard emotionally. Because once audiences become emotionally invested in someone struggling publicly, the criticism stops being sports analysis. It becomes entertainment. And according to supporters online, that's exactly what this controversy started feeling like. Then came another shocking twist. Some fans allegedly began comparing Angel Reese's current situation to other athletes throughout sports history who became overwhelmed by impossible expectations and non-stop public scrutiny early in their careers. That comparison scared supporters badly. Because basketball confidence is fragile. One rough stretch can spiral publicly very fast. Especially in the social media era where every mistake becomes viral content within minutes. Then came the most dangerous narrative yet. The superstar narrative is already over. That phrase started spreading across sports commentary channels tonight. Critics argued the ESPN rankings allegedly confirmed what they already believed. Angel Reese was never truly elite offensively in the first place. That argument exploded everywhere. And honestly, that may be the most emotionally damaging part of this entire controversy. Not people criticizing her, but people allegedly losing belief in her future publicly. Then came another emotional blow. Supporters allegedly started worrying that every future nationally televised game now carries enormous pressure for Angel Reese publicly. Because if she dominates, critics may dismiss it. But if she struggles again, the internet could explode even worse than before. That's terrifying pressure for any young athlete. Then came the final chilling question spreading all over social media tonight. What happens if the next big nationally televised game goes badly too? Because according to fake insider chatter now circulating online, some individuals allegedly believe Angel Reese is entering the most important stretch of her entire public career. Not because of wins or losses, but because public perception may already be changing faster than anyone expected. And if the criticism keeps getting louder, if the comparisons to Caitlin Clark keep growing, and if the missed layups continue becoming viral humiliation clips, then the entire superstar image surrounding Angel Reese could collapse permanently in front of the whole sports world. So now I've got to ask you, after everything surrounding Angel Reese, the missed layups, the ESPN rankings controversy, the non-stop comparisons to Caitlin Clark, and the backlash exploding all over social media, what do you actually believe? Do you think Angel Reese is being unfairly targeted by the internet right now? Or do you think fans are finally seeing the difference between media hype and real superstar production on the court? Because honestly, this situation feels way bigger than one bad game at this point. It's about pressure, expectations, narratives, confidence, and the dangerous reality of what happens when an athlete becomes one of the most talked about names in sports before fully developing every part of their game publicly. That's why the internet became obsessed with this story. One side believes Angel Reese is being nitpicked and humiliated unfairly every single night. The other side believes the media allegedly pushed a superstar narrative too aggressively, and now the on-court reality isn't matching the hype anymore. And somewhere in the middle of all that chaos, the pressure surrounding Angel Reese keeps getting bigger every single game. So I want you all in the comments right now. Do you think ESPN's rankings exposed the truth about Angel Reese publicly? Do you believe Caitlin Clark has officially separated herself as the true face of the WNBA? And do you think the non-stop criticism could actually start affecting Angel Reese's confidence and future development moving forward? Drop your real opinions below because this may become one of the most controversial player debates the WNBA has ever seen online. And if you made it this far, don't forget to like this video and subscribe because we've got more deep dives coming on WNBA drama, sports controversy, viral reactions, media narratives, and the stories fans are fighting over all across the internet right now. Trust me, the next update could be even crazier than this one. Because according to rumors still spreading online tonight, some individuals allegedly believe the pressure surrounding Angel Reese is only getting started. And if another nationally televised performance goes badly, the internet could completely explode all over again.